Same thing applies here. We'll start, kind of roll it out a little bit there. Start at the bottom and push it in. And then start patting. Push, start patting. The same thing, it's a little thicker at the bottom than it is at the top. But once we get done, once we demold it, we will trim it up a little bit. We'll use a wire brush on it if we decide we want to go that way with the texture. And there's a whole bunch of things we can do with it. We can even paint it with acrylic paint if we feel like it. Now that's another thing I've been reading on the internet and learning is that some people prefer to use, well, when you use the concrete, this has a tendency to make the soil more lime. It has more of a lime in it. If you don't want that, if you don't want the lime in your, of course, Portland cement's lime, so, and it releases it into your soil. You can seal it once you're done the inside, and that should prevent a lot of the lime from getting into your soil. But the other thing, if you don't want to seal it, just plant plants that like lime, alpines, succulents. I've got herbs growing in my troughs in the backyard, and they did great this summer. So there you go. Try it. If the plant dies, it's probably the lime, it's probably the acidity level, and just play around with it. My whole thing is do what brings pleasure when it comes to this. If you're doing this to impress somebody, I think you're doing it for the wrong reason. Do it because you like it. If you want to try to grow a vine plant in a trough, do it. I mean, who knows? You might have great luck with it, where somebody else doesn't. And you may have dirt out in your yard that you throw in there that neutralizes out the lime. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities to it. But if something doesn't grow in it, that's the first thing to check. But don't let anybody say, oh, you can't do that because this and that and the other. Try it. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. But if it works for you, it works for you. I've studied art over 35 years now, and I was always told that you can't mix acrylics and oils. There are a lot of paintings hanging on my walls where I mixed acrylic and oil, and they turned out very, very nice. I've sold a lot that have acrylic and oil mixed. So you can do it. There we go. Now, at this stage, I can leave it like it is. I can push in shells, rocks, glass, whatever I want to do. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and put another one of these on here. Put this back down there. And mainly because I like the texture. I think it's pretty neat. It's simple. And we'll work on this. We're going to do another thing on this one, so I'll show you some other stuff you can do where you need the texture to get to it. But I just think it's kind of a neat little texture. I also really like the rock. I mean, we could put plastic on there and have it look like rock. We can take a sponge to it. At this point, we can do just about anything. There we go. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you give it a try. And keep an eye out in the next day or so, and watch part 2. We'll take these apart and have a look at them. Thanks for watching.